Well, hello hyperspace, my name is Davontos and it's time to get hyped because this is some Infinite Warfare gameplay. And in this video, we're actually going to talk about Call of Duty 2018. I actually saw a comment from you guys asking me to talk about this year's Call of Duty, and that's Call of Duty 2018, and it's by Treyarch. And I also want to touch on that Call of Duty World War II had another weapon drop. Nobody cares about World War II, so let's talk about Call of Duty 2018. So, rumors going about that it's going to be Modern Warfare-ish. So it's going to be Treyarch's take on Modern Warfare, if these rumors are true. So, if these rumors are true, I guess you can kind of say it's going to be, I would say MW3. The closest Modern Warfare game we have that can kind of par up to the way Call of Duties are made nowadays would be Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 1 was really broken, really unbalanced, and you know how Call of Duty nowadays are trying to be like all balanced for the competitive region. So, I'm guessing the Treyarch Modern Warfare, let's call it TMWR, TMW, sorry, so Treyarch Modern Warfare. We're gonna try to relate this to Modern Warfare 3, because as I said, Modern Warfare 1 was really unbalanced, really broken, you know, still playable and very fun, but you know how, as I said, Call of Duty tends to be more to the competitive side and all that stuff, even though it was all about Overwatch League now, but whatever. So, Modern Warfare 2, it was kind of broken, especially with the Danger Close stuff, and Modern Warfare 3, I don't really remember anything that was broken in Modern Warfare 3, aside from the Reaper kill streak, because it was like basically a miniature AC-130 that you just got on the fly. But besides that, I don't think Modern Warfare 3 had anything that was, you know, broken, except for the spawns, but that's Call of Duty for you. So, yeah, I guess Treyarch's next Call of Duty, the closest we can relate to it is Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 3 had the smaller maps, and as each COD comes out, the map seems to get smaller and smaller. So I guess you can say it's going to have World War II-sized maps, which is a disappointment, and it's also going to be, like, I guess smaller-ish? Hopefully not, but it's really, really difficult to talk about this because there's not a lot going around, just rumor. And again, every single rumor that floats about alongside the future release games is best to take with a grain of salt. We all know the campaign is going to be, now, I'm actually going to speak for this part because I don't really like Treyarch. For this part of the video, I'm just going to speak alongside the community's overall opinion. So, let's say the campaign for Treyarch's Modern Warfare goal is going to be, it's going to be out there, right? It can be good, like, you know, Black Ops 1, and it can be a little awkward, like Black Ops 3. But I would say the campaign would be playable. And it would be, I guess it would be okay. I still think, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people would agree, that Infinity Ward makes the best campaigns. Now, according to the community, Treyarch makes the best multiplayer. I personally disagree with that. I think it's Infinity Ward, but whatever. That aside. The multiplayer, if it's going to be Modern Warfare, and it's going to be by Treyarch, I have a feeling this Call of Duty would explode, because the community loves Modern Warfare series, and they love every single Treyarch multiplayer title, so the multiplayer is going to be amazing. And the zombies. We all know Treyarch's are the zombie kings, so they say. And I want to say that this Modern Warfare zombies, just saying that sounds amazing. Just imagine shooting zombies using something like the ACR, or the Scar H or something like that. You know, these popular Modern Warfare guns that we're all familiar with. And maybe they can kind of implement a little bit of kill streaks into the zombies as Advanced Warfare did. So you can imagine bombing these zombies with an AC-130. That would be amazing. Now, they have Treyarch, I don't know, because Treyarch's kind of like in a weird situation. They basically concluded the Black Ops 3 storyline, I hope, because Black Ops storylines are kind of like wacky, and we have no idea what they're going next. Next thing you know, they make Modern Warfare, and it's going to be like Black Ops 4, and there's some kind of weird, awkward, freaking time paradox that takes place between Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3. I don't know, Treyarch stories make no sense. But I have a feeling that this Call of Duty for Treyarch is going to be really, really good. A lot better than World War II! Because World War II sucks. But I actually want to touch on something with Modern Warfare kind of gaming categories. Now, we all know, you know, Modern Warfare Remastered, that's actually not accurate to be Modern Warfare nowadays, because you have guns like the M403, M4A3, with the very first sniper rifle. That sniper is actually obsolete now. And you have, going on to Modern Warfare 2, you have things like the SCAR, right? Everybody remembers the SCAR L, the SCAR H, and so on. The SCAR is also obsolete, and it was replaced by the ACR. So military forces nowadays, they don't use SCARs anymore, they use ACRs. Same thing with the Dragunov sniper rifle. The Dragunov could have been present in Modern Warfare 1 and 2, and it was present in Modern Warfare 3, but you know, that was like, what, 8 years ago or so on, and the Dragunov is also obsolete in current military forces. You know, I guess there are like those small renegade military forces that use old equipment, but if we're actually covering modern American warfare, because that's what Call of Duty tends to cover, the Dragunov, the SCAR, the M43, you know, those kind of weapons, they would be obsolete. So there's a huge chance that Treyarch can actually input a lot of guns that we've never seen before, alongside putting some guns that we're all familiar with. As I said, like the ACR, they have to have the AK-47, even though it's no longer in service in America. And, you know, all this fun little stuff that they can make, like, little tweaks and changes. I just really hope if they make a Modern Warfare game, I really hope they input real guns that exist in the real world, because it just makes it feel like a more realistic Modern Warfare kind of game. So, I mean, we can kind of agree, it's much more fun to actually shoot with an AK-47 and make it look like an AK-47 and make it, you know, feel like an AK-47 than having a gun just look like the AK but call it the Volk. It's like, you know, it's supposed to be the AK, but they just didn't name it that. It's just this little thing between, you know, gamers and their game. You want it to feel as realistic as possible, regardless of how fake it is. We all know Call of Duty is fake as shit, but it's just, there's just this special connection that a gamer has with that special weapon in his first-person shooter games. You want it to be a real weapon because it just feels more fun. One more thing I want to touch on is the Icon, the Angel, Death from Above, the AC-130 is no longer in service. So if they want to make this Treyarch Modern Warfare an accurate Modern Warfare, you probably will not see the AC-130. You can still see that Reaper killstreak from MW3 because it's still active in American military forces, but the AC-130 is not. So if you like this video, punch that like button with a mighty force. You can follow me up on Twitter at DavantosMan. And as always, I'll see all of you in the next video. Have a nice day.